so excited, like I'm gonna get my classroom set up. Hi everyone, I'm Deanda and welcome to my channel. So what I want to do today is tell you all about how I have just been mentally preparing and actually doing some things to prepare to gear up for the new school year. But before I get into that, thank you so much if you've already subscribed, and if you haven't, then consider doing it right now. Just click on the little red subscribe button. Also tap the bell for notifications so that you won't miss out and you'll know right away anytime I upload a video in the future. What have I been doing to prepare myself for back to school? I've done a few things so far. The first and most important thing is I took off the entire month of June. I did not do anything school related, didn't buy anything school related. Like, I was just being me, just living my best life, as the young folks would say. Now that it is closer to time for back to school, I'm feeling totally refreshed and rejuvenated and ready to jump back into another school year. It kind of accidentally happened because I've just been so busy with other things this summer that I haven't had a chance to really do anything school related, and I've enjoyed it. The first thing that I did was I have created a schedule for myself, and I'm not talking about a schedule for my classroom. I'm talking about like a personal Deanda schedule. Here is my fall schedule, and on the schedule I have three main things that are like anchors in my day that I need to make sure that I'm doing these things so that the rest of the schedule can flow right. And that's 5 a.m. wake up in devotion. Oh my gosh, that is so early. 6:35 leave the house, and 4 o'clock leave work. So I'm just going to be starting the school year off with more on my plate than I have in years past, and I want to make sure that I'm using my time in a really efficient and productive way. I might even do a video on like a time audit and share how I'm actually using my time versus how I think I'm using my time. And I've done one before with my best friend, and that was like years and years ago. But I think because like I'm transitioning into a new time in life, that it might be helpful to do another time audit. And then I also actually made a summer schedule. That's right here. I have not been on any type of schedule whatsoever this summer, but the reason for the summer schedule is that my son is in the end stages of weaning. So I want him to be totally, like, I just want to be done with that part of my life when I go back to school for the new school year. And the hope is that he won't be waking up in the middle of the night anymore once he's completely weaned, because he won't have a reason to. And that means that I'll be able to get a full uninterrupted night of sleep, which it's been almost 2 years, and those have been very, very, very few and far between. So I'm looking forward to getting my sleep back, reclaiming my time. The second thing that I did was I made just a map of what I want my classroom to look like. And I typically do that at the beginning of the year, before every school year. So I'll either do it before pre-planning, or sometimes, you know, like we go into those meetings during pre-planning, and it's sometimes things that we've heard before so many other years. And so that might be one of the occasions when I make my little map of like how I want my classroom set up and arranged. And I also like to include like which bulletin boards, or where I want my different bulletin boards to be. I'll put that on my map as well, because in my school each classroom only has one actual bulletin board, but the rest of our bulletin boards are just butcher paper on the wall. And it's really tricky because they don't want us to use staples. So I have my little map drawn out, and the weird thing is that I don't know where that map is. I made it a couple nights ago, and then in the morning when I got up, I just couldn't find it, which really weird. But the good news is that my classroom is going to be arranged in a very similar way to what it was last school year, so got it up here. And then the third thing was to go into my classroom and actually get set up. So I went to school today. I was so excited, like I'm gonna get my classroom set up, because I was behind last year, guys, and I was like, never again. We have pre-planning on the first, that's the first day, and I know we're gonna have all these meetings, and then the second day they'll let us get into our classrooms, and the third day is going to be meet the parents day. So that's gonna be our back to school bash. And they typically want your classroom to be presentable at that time. Like, it doesn't have to be completely done, but presentable. Last school year, the other teachers were coming in early and getting their room set up. So on pre-planning day one, they were sitting down and actually planning. I was running around with a chicken, like my head cut off, because I had not come in early and I had nothing done. So not this time. So I went in, I'm like, I'm gonna get my classroom set up, arranged. It's gonna be good. When I go into my classroom, what I actually found was there was a long table in there with these chairs around it. And the thing about my school is that we share the building with the church. I was like, before I start arranging, I need to ask my principal, like, what can I do? He had to call the head of facilities, and the head of facilities told him that because the AC is not working in the teacher's lounge, which is where the ministers eat their breakfast on Sundays, they've been using my classroom for the breakfast area. And he said, like, I could do whatever I need to in my room, but just don't bother that. Well, the table and chairs are in the middle of my classroom, which basically means that I couldn't set up. And he said the AC is going to be broken until the last week in July. The last Sunday in July is July 29th, 30th, 31st. And then Wednesday is the first day of pre-planning, which basically means that once again, I'm not going to be able to get into my room and set up. But it's all good. I'm just going to pray that God would give me the grace to get in there and get everything done that I need to do in a timely manner. And so I was feeling like, dang it, here I am trying to get ahead and I can't even get ahead. I was getting ready to leave and then I was like, you know what, D, like, it's okay. The plan was to like arrange my desk and then wipe the desk down, wipe down the chairs, kidney table, the counters, the bookshelves, just get everything nice and clean so that it's ready for me to start placing the different things where I want them in the classroom. And I went to the paper towel dispenser and it was empty. And I was just like, that's it, I'm leaving. And I had brought my little thieves cleaner with me. And my thieves cleaner is actually the one thing that I purchased this school year. When I got home, I saw that my box was on the doorstep, and I get a wellness box every month from Young Living where I just choose like what I want to be in the box and it gets shipped out to me like on an auto ship subscription thing. The one thing that I purchased for my classroom this year is Thieves household cleaner. So here it is. And unfortunately this was open. So like this is kind of, I don't know if you can see, it's kind of damaged, if you will, from like getting wet. So I'll just call customer service and they'll handle that for me. This is what I brought to my classroom with me, and it smells really good. It smells like cloves and cinnamon and lemon and just lots of good stuff. Really working on getting rid of a lot of the toxic chemicals in my home and like ditching some of the other chemical filled things that I used to buy from the store and just replacing it with things from Young Living. And I figured, you know what, I'm in my classroom so much, like I spend so much of my days or life, if you will, in the classroom that I should start doing the same thing there as well. So I told my principal that, well, I didn't tell her. I gave her an updated supply list at the end of the school year last year. And it was the first time I ever had taken the cleaning wipes off of the supply list. So out with that, in with this. And my students loved it. I started using it towards the end of the year last year, and they would be requesting the Thieves cleaner. And then I had one student who he would spray his desk, wipe it down, and then he would just be like, and he'd just be inhaling the smell of the Thieves cleaner, which, I mean, it's non-toxic, it's plants, so it's all good. I went to my classroom and I couldn't do anything. So I just left feeling really defeated. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue to work on my classroom management plan. So just refresh on like how I want certain things done in the classroom and how I'm going to teach it and that kind of stuff, and start getting ready for the first week. So that's what I'm doing to prepare. And since my box came in, I want to show you all what else I got. Ninja Red, and that comes with 2 bottles. Here they are right here. And this is just like a daily supplement that I take, and it tastes really good. It's sweet. It's made from the wolfberry, which is the highest whole food source of potassium. Like, you think that bananas have potassium, but like they have nothing on the wolfberry. And this is a great supplement for normal eye health and just overall wellness. And I noticed that it gives me a good boost of energy. So when I first started taking it, I was taking it in the evenings, and I was like, wait a minute. I need this before I go to school in the mornings, because I stay up too late sometimes, like way too late. And sometimes in the morning I'll feel like I need coffee, and I'm not even a coffee drinker like that, which I don't know where are the other teachers who also are not that into coffee. I notice that it helps just like keep my energy level up during the morning when I take it. So I take about an ounce of that in the morning. I also got Orange Blossom face wash, which I love this face wash. You can smell the lavender in it, and Orange Blossom facial moisturizer. And this has a lot to live up to. I've never tried it before, but for the last month or so, I've been using jojoba oil on my skin as my moisturizer, and I love jojoba oil. And I'm going to be making my own day serum and night serum, so let me know if you'd be interested in seeing that. I'm going to be making that with jojoba oil. I bought a brand new thing of this in May, and at the end of May we went to Austin, Texas to my niece's graduation, and I left an almost full bottle in the hotel room. So I was very, very upset with myself about that. Have you ever done that before? And then I got this, which this is a freebie that I got, Lavaderm Cooling Mist. It soothes, nourishes, and moisturizes your skin. This is good for like if you have skin that's irritated after you've been out in the sun. This is great. Or if you're just hot, like you just mist yourself with it and it will cool you down. I ordered cedarwood, which cedarwood is an oil that is really good for your hair. I'm gonna be making my own mermaid spray so that I can just get like the long, luscious locks that I want. Cedarwood is really also good for sleep. So that is the main reason why I actually bought it. My lavender was also a freebie this month, and so was my Valor. And this is the Shutran beard oil, and my husband has been, I'm not gonna say bugging, but he has been asking me repeatedly ever since I told him that I ordered it, like, has my beard oil come in? Has my beard oil come in? So he'll be very happy when he gets off work today and he sees that his beard oil is here. So that's what I got from my monthly Young Living box, and I just wanted to share that with you all and let you know what I'm doing to gear up for the new school year. I would love to hear from you. What are you doing to get yourself back into the mindset and accepting the reality that the new school year is coming, and it's coming very soon? Leave me a comment down below and let me know. That's all I have for you today, guys. Thanks a bunch for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.